My girlfriend said, I'm too young to be tied down. I need to explore my options. After 3 years together, I said, explore away. She came back 6 months later, ready to commit. I rejected her saying, I don't need you anymore, and the chaos erupted. So Mia and I were together 3 years, met at a game night, instant chemistry. She was loud, hilarious, the kind of girl who made every room feel like a party. We survived distance, job changes, even a 6-month internship 2 states away. I really thought she was it. Then, one random Thursday, while we're eating tacos and talking about how to decorate our new apartment, she puts her fork down and says, I feel like I'm missing out. I've only been with 3 guys, including you. I just need to explore before I settle. I just sat there like, what? We weren't getting married tomorrow. We were just moving in. But she was dead serious. Told me I was husband material, just not yet. So I told her straight, if you walk away to explore, you stay gone. She laughed like I was being dramatic. Said, it's just a break. I paid my half of dinner, stood up and said, explore away, Mia. Blocked her that night. Lost $500 on the apartment deposit. But whatever. Cheaper than staying tied to someone who thinks love's a revolving door. 2 months later, she's suddenly bumping into me everywhere. My coffee shop, my grocery store, even my gym, pretending it's coincidence. Meanwhile, mutual friends are saying she's living her best life. New guy every week, Vegas trips, Hinge dates, basically a highlight reel of finding herself. I just kept my head down, played basketball, took a coding course, got promoted. Life was peaceful for once. Then one night, I get home, and she's literally sitting outside my apartment door wearing my old college hoodie. She says, I made a mistake. I explored. I had my fun. You're the one I want. I laughed. Oh, so now that you're done test driving everyone else, you want the reliable option back? She starts crying, saying she thought I'd wait. You had 3 years. You traded them for 6 months of freedom. Go home. I told her I was seeing someone. Lie, but the look on her face made it worth it. She said, I'll wait. You'll come back. I called security. They escorted her out while she yelled about true love. Thought that was the end. Nope. Next day, she shows up at my job with a sandwich bag and tells reception I forgot my lunch. Then flowers start arriving at work. Cards signed, your soulmate, M. She even made new accounts just to comment on my posts, posting quotes about losing the love of her life. Then she called my mom. Told her we had a small fight and I was being cold. My mom called, confused. I told her the truth. Mom went from aw, poor girl to, oh hell no. She called Mia's mom, which somehow made it worse. Mia's mom screamed at me that I was ruining her daughter's life. Calls, DMs, blocked numbers, constant. At one point, she left a voicemail saying, I can see your light on. That's when I filed a report. Cops said it was a civil issue, so I started saving everything. Every message, every voicemail, every coincidence. Then she went nuclear. I finally went on a date with a girl from my coding boot camp, Harper. We're mid-dinner when Harper leans in and whispers, that woman at the bar keeps staring at us. I turn around. Yep, Mia. Wearing the red dress I bought her 2 years ago. She walks over like we're in a rom-com and goes, Derek, what a coincidence. Then looks at Harper and says, I'm his girlfriend. Well, ex, but not for long. Harper just smirked and said, lady, stalking your ex isn't romantic. It's pathetic. Mia snapped, tried to grab my phone, and ended up spilling Harper's wine all over her. Manager called the cops. Police showed up, wrote a trespass warning, and told her to leave me alone. She screamed, this isn't over, as they escorted her out. Harper handled it like a champ. We grabbed pizza after and laughed it off, but yeah, mood ruined. Filed for a restraining order the next morning. Court day comes. I show up with my lawyer and a binder full of evidence, texts, screenshots, witness statements, everything. Mia shows up with her mom and a bargain bin lawyer. Tries to play the sweet girl act, says she just wanted closure. The judge wasn't having it. Quoted her own voicemail, I can see your light on. Then said, you're 25. You made your choice. He moved on. You need to do the same. Boom. 2-year restraining order. As we walked out, her mom told me I'd destroyed her daughter's reputation. I told her, no, she did that all by herself. Couple months later, I hear Mia got fired. Her Instagram went from party pics to sad breakup quotes about surviving narcissistic abuse. Her friend texted me, saying Mia's in therapy now and maybe someday I should forgive her. Nah, therapy's good, but I'm not her redemption arc. Harper and I are still together. Slow, easy, no drama. My mom still texts me, thank God you didn't marry that girl.